I wanted to do this real fast because, number one thing is because we are actually in the process of doing our next passive investor networking event. It's a real estate event specifically for people who are interested in investing in real estate. They love the idea of real estate, long-term investments, positive cash flow, passive income, future appreciation, all that. So it's in Carlsbad, California. It's at the Park Hyatt Aviara Resort. If you want to come to that. I think there's going to be a link in the description, or you can go to bell-capital.com/RSVP. So you can RSVP your spot. So the point of that really was because I was in a call yesterday, because I'm a limited partner in one of Cardone Capital's funds. We get as an investor, I get the opportunity to not only run my own fund, but I eat my own dog food. I'm an investor too, right? In a 456 unit deal, and I get the opportunity to kind of see like, you know, they just closed a $230 million deal. Man, that's inspiring, man. Like, it is so important for you to be a part of a network that's growing and expanding that forces you to expand what you believe is possible for yourself, right? That's one of the biggest challenges I see with people, dude. Like, I talk to people sometimes and they're like, well, you could have said this a little better, or maybe you could have said this. And it's just, I'll be honest, man, it just pisses me off because I'm like, okay, I need to find a group of people who just appreciate who I am and what I'm bringing to the table. Like, you got to take a look around at your own environment, man, and go, look, I don't want to have the same problems. I don't want to keep talking about the same shit. Where it's like you're still having 200,000, $300,000 problems, zero money problems. Even if they have money, they have that same mentality, and I'm just sick of it. So I was like, you know what? Boom. I had to kind of make a commitment. You guys have heard me talk about this. I'm constantly doing this, and being on that call inspired me to do it again, which is why we're doing the Passive Investor Network over the next 12 months, right? Is like new friends, new people, new stories, new growth, new problems. I would rather have $100 million problem or a $200 million problem or a $500 million problem than, or like I have $1 billion problem. I got to raise $1 billion, then have the same old problems. So you can't grow I mean, I think it's something called a lid, right? This lid theory. It's like a Maxwell's theory, like of the lid. It's like you can only grow to the level of the lid that you're in. So your friends are a lid. Like at some point, you're gonna bang up against that lid and you can't grow anymore, right? It's that whole your network is your net worth thing. So being in a room full of people who inspire you to take a look at yourself and go, dude, I, I want to be better. I want that. Even if you're not there yet, but you need to be around those people, man. That is what it means. Your network is your net worth, right? Um, until you get sick and tired of hearing the same old problems, same old stories, people not doing great, people not pushing, people not challenging you to be better, you're going to have the same thing. And how long do you want to do that? Especially if you're like me, which I know you are because we connect here, is you know what you're capable of. You know you're worth more. You know you owe it to your family to deliver them this life that you want them to have. Even if you have a great business, you got employees, you're doing great financially, you know there's more and you can't get that unless you're surrounded by people who are always pushing, always expanding, always growing, and they're positive and they're success driven. All right. So the thing that I wanted to share with you guys is like, how do you grow your net worth, your network, right? So yeah, your net worth too, because if people around you should, your network of people should invest with you, or you should invest with them. They should present opportunities to you, have conversations so you can grow, right? That'll grow your net worth. So if your net worth is not equal to where you want to go, then you got to look at your network. It's not you, it's not what you know, it's not what you don't know, it's who you know and who knows you, right? If I don't know you, I can't call you and say, "Hey, I have an opportunity. We're buying an $80 million deal. Do you want to put some money in this deal?" If I don't know who you are, I won't do that. If you know who I am, you can reach out to me. But if I don't know you, there's still a vetting process. I'm going to be like, "Who are you?" Yeah, sure, let's talk. There's a feel out process. That's why you have to grow your network. Show up all the time. So, number one thing you got to do if you're going to grow your network or expand your network is you need to make the commitment. You need to make a commitment once and for all, like I do all the time. Every year, I'm looking around like, am I getting better or am I getting worse? The people am I surrounded by? Are they liabilities or are they assets? There is no middle. They're either helping me grow or I can help them grow, and they're doing it, or they're a liability to me, my goals, my dreams, and my family. And I'm at some point I got to cut them off. They're not bad people, but there's 8 billion people on the planet. And it is up to me to make sure that I continue to live up to my true potential. I have no problem with that. Right. And you shouldn't either. You owe it to yourself and your family and who you are as a spiritual being to continue to grow. So number one thing, you got to make a commitment. That means looking around and don't lie to yourself, man. The whole world will lie to you. But you don't need to also, be an enemy of yourself and lie to yourself too. You need to be a person that goes, nope, I need to get better, right? So once you make that commitment, and you need to make a decision. Decision meaning like you're going to be decisive about it. I'm making a decision. That means to cut off from old ways and past doings and lead the charge into the future. Next, you need to set a target like I did. Earlier, I packed our stuff. We sold everything and moved from Hawaii to California. We had been there for 17 years. That is home to us. We lived in a beachfront house. Um, Great cars, great schools for my kids, great environment. Everybody knew me. I was winning a lot. But once I changed my target, once I was like, I don't want to just be worth $20 million. I don't want to just have done $59 million in my lifetime. I want to go ahead and hit my target and I want to do billion dollars worth of real estate. Really, it's 50 billion because it's grown. Because again, I keep getting in rooms and environments where people are doing more. And I'm like, man, when I first got here, I just wanted to do like another 10 million, and then it was 100, and then it was 1 billion, and now it's 50. Not because of anything has changed, other than I've changed because my network continues to grow, right? I continue to talk to people who've done that, or I continue to study companies who've done that and then expand to who I am. But it wouldn't have ever happened had I not changed the target, right? First the commitment, next the target. And it needs to be a financial target if you're going to grow your net worth, right? You can't want a net worth of $5 million and then hang around people who have zero net worth, or if their net worth is tied to like where they live at, their single family house, maybe a car, maybe they brag about, oh, I went to college at this place and I got a degree, and they're bragging about that. Like, who cares? Like, at some point, when your financial target changes and your wealth target changes, what do you want to be worth? 20 million, 50 million, 100 million? The wealth book I wrote, I was telling you guys, 1 million used to be the target. Now it's 10. You should have your financial wealth target of no less minimum of a net worth of $10 million for you to make it on this planet for you and your family long term. So once you change that, get around people who already have 10 million or they've already done 10 million. I've already done that repeatedly. So that $10 million net worth target was kind of like, oh wow, I used to think that was a big deal. I didn't even know. That's how little of a big deal it was. So, but when you get around somebody who that's used to it, like I look at deals that are 100 million, 200 million, 80 million. We have a target of an $80 million deal over this next quarter. Like when you start having that conversation, that's a better room to be in when you start setting financial targets. But that goes into the next thing that you have to do. It forces you to figure out who do you need to be around? Your first thing, well, number one is a commitment to a new group of people, new friends, new network, so you can grow your net worth. Number two, how much net worth do you need? What is your target? And it needs to be a number. And it needs to be a number that's big. You need to really be like, dude, like this scares me. Right? And the reason why I said it should scare you is because the next one, if you figure out that who audience needs to also kind of be like, dang, I feel inadequate in this room. You need to be around people who are pushing, who inspire you to be great, who help you again raise your level of what your true potential could be, who question you. Like, dude, why don't you want to go a little bigger? I think you can do it and push you. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I am saying it's going to take that. And then outside of once you kind of figure out the who, the fourth thing is you have to invest time and you got to invest money, period. Like for me, like I know I drove down to LA because I wanted to, hey babe, I wanted to meet a person that has like 60,000 units, Bob Hart. And Bob Hart runs True America West and Sharon walking by, but he runs True America West. And I wouldn't have met him had I not spent the money and I not spent the time to go down there. Now that I've talked to him, he gave me a little bit of advice. He put me on track to be able to do stuff. But now he's a part of my network. I have his number on my phone. He's a point of contact. So, but that wouldn't happen, number one, had I not made a commitment to expand who I am as a human being and start getting around a new group of people. I set a financial target that warranted me to take a look and say, who's done this? Who do I need to start connecting with? Who needs to become a part of my network? And then third, I needed to, first, yeah, that was the third who. And then last but not least, I needed to make the time commitment and the money commitment. It meant I needed to leave the house, I need to get in the car, or I got to fly on a plane, I got to go to conferences, I got to be where these people are. Because let me tell you, people are doing billions of dollars and have multi-billion dollars companies and assets. You have to spend the time and you have to spend the money. You have to go to them. They're not going to come to you, right? Like I said, I was in that investor call yesterday with Cardone Capital. That was on a Zoom, but in the grand scheme of things, I got comfortable being there and I got known because I flew to Miami. I went to the office. I've walked the halls there. I made the investment in the fund to be a part of that organization so I can be on those calls. It is very different, right? But I was committed. So a lot of you guys out there, like I'm doing this passive investor networking event in Carlsbad coming up here in August. Go to bell-capital.com/RSVP. If you're in California, if you're in San Diego, LA, you're in Southern California, I would love to meet you. Um, Talk to you about what we're doing and how you can be a part of it. Hopefully you can partner with us, or I can help you, or you could just be a part of our network and you can kind of get involved in the conversations that we have, meet relationships that I have with some of the people in this industry. That takes time and energy and it takes money. It does. Whether that money is a lot of money, or whether that's a little bit of money, but primarily all the time it's going to take time. Now, no point are any one of those people that I'm talking about gonna walk and knock on this door and go come in Victor the way that Sharon just did. So your net worth is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Your net worth is directly tied to the people that you surround yourself with. Your money is directly tied to the people that you're around. And I can promise you, and I'm learning this over time, all the money you need is in the hands of another person. There's unlimited amounts of money out there. Unlimited amounts of money. But, and when I say unlimited, you figure there's what, if like $110 trillion of money floating around in the economy right now. That is untapped. There's $37 trillion just in retirement accounts. There's $11 trillion in trapped equity, and there's over $1 trillion in bank savings accounts. There's well over enough money out there, but every dollar that you ever see on the planet has a name tied to it. If it's money in the bank, there's a name on the other side of it. Or somebody that worked at some giant institution, there's a group of people that all control that money. So the money is out there. But that means that you have to also connect with the people that are around it. That is the only way you're going to expand your network. You can take your money, invest it with somebody else. But if you don't know those people because you won't get out there, talk to them, as busy as you are, we're all busy. You got to do it. Me too. So that's my commitment. I want to put together a group of people who are all committed to succeed more than they're committed to hate, more people who are willing to do more survival activities. They want to expand their company, scale their business, grow a portfolio with me, be an investor in Bell Capital. That's why we're doing what we're doing. People who actually want to help each other grow, help, like if you invest with me, you're expanding other people's portfolios, you're expanding your own, you're expanding mine, you're helping me scale my company, and I'm helping you scale yours. Like we're helping each other. That's what a network of people is. That's how you grow your net worth, by expanding your network of people. But you can't do that with people who don't want to win. And you can't do that with people who aren't willing to invest the time and the energy or the money to go and also meet with you. All right. So I hope this helps you guys, but this is exactly how you grow your network. Number one, you need a commitment. You need a commitment that you're sick and tired of having the same old stories, same old problems with the same old people, and you want to grow. Next, you need a target. You need a financial target. What is your number? Like, what do you want to grow into? If you're going to change your network and grow your net worth, you'd be like, hey, I want to be like, I want to at some point in my lifetime be worth 50 million or 100 million, 20 million, 10 million, 5 million, whatever the number is for you, right? Mine is in the billions, but yours may not be. That said, though, once you have that target, it forces you. That target, if your target is this big and your network is down here or surrounded by people that don't have that target, your target forces you to go to a new network. You have to do that. It's impossible for you to hit that target with the same network of people you've been. So that leads me to the third thing is you need to figure out who is the network that's going to help you get there, to help you grow, to inspire you to be great. Like I said, I was in the investor that inspired me. I was like, dude, I'm going to do what I'm doing. I know I can get this done because I'm around people who are pumping right now. They're no better. They're no better or smarter or anything like that. As a matter of fact, we're probably equal in the smart because there's only certain amounts of things you can do to grow. But the difference of it is it's got to pull you forward into the who, right? And who are you around? And then, like I said, last but not least, you make the investment of time, money, and energy. You got to show up. And then once you show up, you got to show up, meaning you got to contribute, you got to participate, you got to make the connections, make the relationships, you got to stay connected to people who are all growing and expanding. So I want to help you do that. You can go to bell-capital.com, you can register there, you can invest with us, or you can go to bell-capital.com/RSVP and you can come to our networking events. It's just for people who love real estate, you're serious about it, you have a great attitude, you love the idea of cash flow, appreciation, long-term investing, and you want to continue to grow your network with people who are committed to grow their net worth. And I'm here for you for that. So again, if you need anything, let us know. Go to bell-capital.com or continue to watch us here on the channel. I did this at the home office today, kind of in the living room doing some work, but I just wanted to make sure that I reached out to you and reminded you guys, make your network a commitment. Expand your network, guys. Be sick and tired of where you are enough towards you get around the right group of people that help you grow and you can live up to your potential and help take care of your family and create wealth for your family long term. All right. So we're here for you. Let us know if you need anything. Let's go. Boom.